dark, the mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
Qu'est-ce qui vous tracasse?
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place.
Le fait qu'il puisse survivre ici témoigne de la détermination des Bagrunen.
The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
J'aimerais que vous en veniez au fait.
Betrayal seeps into the veins. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
Cela dépend de votre définition de la trahison.
Need the packmates to survive. Why?
Je devais protéger une personne et elle ne savait pas ce qui était bon pour elle.
Flip the wings, a false promise, the safety of the cage. The venom bloomed. We wonder, what good is a vow if it can break?
Nous devons nous faire confiance. Tout le monde n'est pas un ennemi potentiel.
Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
Bon, du coup, salut à tous et à toutes. J'espère que vous allez bien. Comme vous avez pu le voir, on se retrouve ce soir. Vous êtes on s'est arrêté la dernière fois. On va aller là-bas, parler au conseil. Et on y va tout de suite.
My, it's rather dusty here, isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
I'm starting to wonder if those gates are to keep strangers out, locals in.
Well, isn't this a homely little fortress? So warm, so welcoming.
Ah voilà.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came.
J'ai affronté un prince d'Eir Glanfat en combat singulier et j'ai gagné. Dois-je aussi tenter ma chance contre vous?
I could care less if you fought Magren herself. Death is better than catching Mihalazire. It's a violation of Tenet 3 of Nandru's 9 creeds. No person excepting wardens of the Pargrunen shall be granted safe harbor without express permission of the council heretofore established by Nandru, the first warden, or without the attestation of an established honored warden of the keep.
Vous dites que si je suis avec un garde, vous me laisserez entrer.
That is correct. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for you, your presence in the keep is forbidden. No warden, no keep.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? Oh dear.
Du coup, je dois chercher Marius.
You again? I told you that no escort.
Bon voilà, cette fois on a Marius.
You again? I told the first time.
Voitu meio. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
Huh? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You. Alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
Soldat, c'est votre frère d'armes. Faites preuve de respect.
Quench your coals, envoy. Let me handle this.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jidule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense.
Laissez-moi en dehors de tout cela.
True Parkrunen don't desert the keep. We thought Marius must have died. We had a funeral and everything.
Right. And I'm sure you all had a good long cry about it, too. You know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. We need to speak to the council.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden.
Le garrot d'acier est déjà dans les défenses de Galloway. Le donjon de la consolation est peut-être en danger.
Ha! If those bastards were here, we'd know. And if they came for us, we'd kill them. Simple as that.
Oh, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Solace is saved and we didn't even have to do anything.
Cela ne me dérange pas d'employer la manière forte.
Hold on, boy. I'm not looking for the kind of trouble that requires stitches.
Tiny babies afraid of needles.
Shut your stew hole, Marius.
Cosmine, Solace Keep is in real danger. Do you truly think I'd come back here for anything less?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
You think they'd let me get on and ride it to the top?
Just be aware, the people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods. Here we go.
Remember, though, if you need it, I can make us invisible for a quick escape.
All right.
You
Allez, on va jusqu'au donjon. On va voir ce qu'ils vont nous dire d'intéressant.
Welcome back to
Sanctuary of Nandro. Hasn't changed a bit.
Well, that sounds like a perfect excuse to spruce things up.
What is grounds? An outsider here. So you're the outsiders my guards led you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Cosmine. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough.
Curieuse façon de traiter l'émissaire d'Aedir.
I don't care who you are. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed in the keep. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this.
Pour le capitaine des gardes, vous semblez plutôt incompétent.
That's because none of this is my job. Not really. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything.
C'est une façon d'obtenir une promotion.
Not one I wanted. This post has been exhausting. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare.
Je peux enquêter si vous le voulez.
Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
The captain is missing. The one in charge? That's not a good sign. Wake up, Mother. It's me.
Oh.
A little grumbling. Oh, my dear. It's been so long. How is my grandson, that little blight? Mother, I saw you earlier. Mihala is still alive. We need to open our gates.
Careful with
Donc comme d'hab,
Outsider.
vous devez être le diplomate en chef de toujours.
Fanny, what do you want? You need something?
Voilà. Oh, il coûte super cher. Au-dessus de la mer acide, sous un pont, la première carcasse élan est à disposition. La seconde est cachée dans de vieilles ruines. Brûlez les ronces pour dévoiler leur rapine. Une peau de loup de la plus belle facture au sommet de la tour où le sol se fissure. Trouvez ces flèches près de la tête du fondateur. Même son œil aveugle voit bien leur valeur. Coincé dans l'écorce au-dessus des champignons, un trio de bois attend la révélation. Et c'est finalement le dernier butin vous tente. Fouillez le village silencieux où les âmes se lamentent. Ah bon, à part le bouquet, il n'y a rien qui m'intéresse réellement.
Welcome to the tasks, outsider. Check the board for bounties. No. Resource.
Ah bon, c'est bien dit tout à l'heure.
Ring.
What do you want?
Y a-t-il des rumeurs qui courent?
Depends on what you care about. There's a bounty board you can check if you need coin. I heard something about the trade caravan, but I've yet to see hide nor hair of them. And Mina here's been blubbering for a while, if you're really desperate for something to do. But that's all I've got. So, what do you want?
Rien pour le moment.
Suit yourself.
Maybe we should open up for more trade.
You think Kostya's right, huh?
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge.
Geoffrey n'est pas très heureux qu'il soit parti non plus.
Left? That's what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning. Something must have happened to him.
Qu'est-ce qui vous fait penser cela?
It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru, he skirted the rules. Has some project out there, at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zaribs, killed in a lava flow.
Cette vieille tour est un bon endroit pour chercher des indices sur les vallées, sur les allées et venues.
I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Geoffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned warden tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, alright? Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Geoffrey to send someone after him.
Je ferai mon possible.
Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
I've been known to disappear when deep in my research. This sounds much more ominous.
That's it. I'm cutting you off now. You're talking nonsense.
That's Zaka, and you know it. You're too scared of Mihana to even think otherwise.
Excusez-moi, je suis embêté par ma tour.
Where is that caravan? The wardens from the tower sent word.
Outsiders. The halls Nandru built himself. The very image.
Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it.
Vous n'avez pas idée?
And perhaps Solace is in luck. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is?
Une réponse claire.
Ah, you Adirans, as businesslike as I've heard. It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all traditionalist, traditionland.
La politique par Grune est-elle toujours aussi conflictuelle?
You should have seen the row the council had over Nandru's statue. Is it central enough? Does the light flatter his facial fronds? Never have I seen a group of people with so much time to argue over ideas.
Concentrons-nous sur votre approvisionnement en eau.
There's always been a problem with it. Chiefly that it tastes of rotten Zorip eggs. But no one can be bothered to fix it.
Alors que voulez-vous que je fasse?
Find the scouts I already sent to fix the problem, if you please. There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
How is it possible to lose them? Godless aqueducts aren't exactly easy to miss.
I doubt they had trouble finding the aqueducts, but something must have detained them.
Je chercherai votre équipe.
Thank you. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Ok. Bon, moi, on aura des quêtes secondaires à faire.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Of course they have an elevator.
If we open our gate, we will talk about this later. We have a guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Nous pensons que le garrot d'acier a pénétré dans les défenses. Vos vies sont en danger.
Our order has survived the threat of these lands for hundreds of years. Wardens patrol the region day and night. There's no danger in the Tusks that can catch us unawares.
They destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
J'ai fait ce qu'il fallait.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
Nous sommes à la recherche d'un chemin menant au jardin.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
Nous avons déterminé qu'il s'agissait de la source du mal-rêve.
Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
Nous avons trouvé un vieux journal écrit par Nandru et il précise qu'il y a un autre chemin vers le jardin.
Enough. I know you outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. That is what your supposed steel garrote must be in the Tusks to find, isn't it? I fear you and they will be disappointed.
S'il n'y a vraiment aucun moyen d'entrer, pourquoi se donner la peine de le protéger?
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The wardens exist to stand in your way.
J'espère que vous êtes prêts à le faire par là-ci.
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you.
Vous commettez une erreur, mais je respecterai votre souhait.
Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
And I thought Vidara was infuriating.
Putain, c'est vrai que nous en servent à rien du tout. À part le intérêt. J'en peux plus, enfoncer une lance dans mon cœur. Il m'est impossible de supporter ce fanatisme plus longtemps. Qui plus est lorsque tout ce que nous chérissons est sur le point d'être réduit en cendres parce que Mihala a décidé que les paroles d'un homme mort ont plus de valeur que la vie de notre peuple. Que faudrait-il pour lui faire comprendre? Le donjon de consolation devrait-il tomber pour qu'elle ouvre enfin les yeux? Voilà. J'espère que vous avez réussi à tout lire. Dans le pire des cas, vous mettez pause. C'est même pour ça qu'à chaque fois je laisse un peu de temps. Ça vous laisse le temps de mettre pause et de lire.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
Si vous êtes sur le point de me présenter des excuses, abstenez-vous. Je m'en contrefiche.
An explanation, then, for my behavior. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
Vous n'êtes pas d'accord avec elle?
Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
On se lance dans une situation difficile.
It is. I understand, Mihala, but principles won't keep your people fed and safe. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
Qu'attendez-vous de moi, exactement?
The keep decays, and we drown in the rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Disons que vous m'intriguez. En supposant que je puisse vous aider, que me donnerez-vous en retour?
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarroth are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Vous saviez pour le garrot d'acier depuis le début.
I lied to you. I'm sorry for that. I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarroth who find it, I don't care.
Qu'en est-il de votre devoir?
Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Vous me prenez sur la relation entre l'ambassadeur et l'inquisitrice.
I don't doubt it. But she is powerful, feared, and on my doorstep. And he is far beyond my reach. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the... Have you lost your Sundan mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Stilgarroth? Disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarroth in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
Votre garde pourrait bien être soulagée de ne plus avoir à garder un endroit comme celui-ci.
That is my most fervent hope, Envoy. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than bugs to be crushed. If you think of us at all. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
Vous êtes un imbécile si vous croyez que donner aux Aïdirans un château en ruine vous protégera d'eux.
It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand.
Vous avez le droit d'avoir une opinion et moi d'avoir la mienne.
And you've shared them all with me. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
Quiconque se met en travers de mon chemin devient mon adversaire, même mes compatriotes Aïdirans.
You are driven by a singular purpose. I admire your ferocity, Envoy, that you would readily kill your own. In any case, the Stilgarroth are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirans can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also,
de quoi s'agit-il?
well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, envoy.
J'irai les voir. Où puis-je trouver ces archives vivantes?
They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be.
Secondaire.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Jude.
Allez. On se casse d'ici. On va faire au moins une quête secondaire. Parce que j'avoue que on a eu que du bleu cet épisode pour l'instant.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
Kostya n'a pas tort. Endurer au dojo n'est pas une façon de vivre.
With respect, Outlander, we didn't ask.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for, poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
Je pense que votre enfant a raison.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion. Leave us before we call for a warden's assistance.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
I don't want to hear another word of this.
Tried growing up with that volcano on the horizon. I learned early on how fragile life can be.
What do you think it means? I think that's real fruit.
C'est quoi la tour? Carreau d'acier. Ah mais... On va faire ça. Attention, cette épée juste à côté.
That meeting of the Solace.
Voilà. J'aime cette équipe là.
I used to wonder if the stories about the tusks were just a trick to keep the rest of us out.
The camp is empty. Do you think they might have left behind snacks? They've certainly left everything else.
Facile, il voulait juste qu'on se mette en route en avant, que le conseil ne change pas d'avis. Change d'avis. Je n'arrive pas à croire que ces vieux d'aqueduc soient encore debout. Entre parenthèses, comment peut-on construire quoi que ce soit de cette façon? Mais au moins c'est une base de travail. Il n'existe rien qu'un peu d'ingénierie, pas qu'une ne puisse s'améliorer. Mais le premier problème est d'atteindre la source de l'eau dans les champs endormis. On dirait qu'il y a un endroit où on peut traverser la coulée de lave juste au nord-ouest. Ces yeux de Rimgand que Doru a emportés seront utiles si nous ne rencontrons pas trop d'obstacles en chemin. Gabral aurait dû commencer par envoyer une équipe avec des pavés.
A valley of lava. You do take us to the most interesting places.
Moi, il faut que je me mette direct dedans.
push until the land pushes back. Stay back, creatures of flesh and fur and bone. You follow one another into the snare.
Abaddon's hammer. Did Gabral send you? You've got to get us out of here.
C'est bien Gabal qui m'envoie. Il a dit que vous repariez l'aqueduc.
The land cries out in protest, and you send more from your stinking, teeming warrens?
Why would we poison the very water we need? That makes no sense.
Do you understand so little? You awoke an ancient presence with your digging and delving. It waits in the ruins, among the bones of the dead. The land fights back against it, curdling the water.
C'était un ancien champ de bataille. Le combat a pris fin, mais les âmes perdues et l'essence fétide peuvent subsister.
You see it. You sense it. The rot of death never left this place. The land feels. It remembers. Like a tree choked with vines, it seeps poison to defend itself from the aggressor. The interloper.
We feel a presence. It rises like bile in our throat. We fear it.
But burrowing worms clog the ears of these fools. I warn them, and they hear nothing.
Écartez-vous, c'en sera fini de vous.
Metaphorically, of course. Right?
I will rend you limb from trunk before I allow another transgression here.
Qu'il en soit ainsi.
Well, if you insist.
Oui, mais de toi.
Thanks for your help. I was sure we were all going to die surrounded by roots.
Que se passe-t-il réellement ici?
That Delum gun wasn't entirely wrong. Something's poisoning the water. And whatever it is, it doesn't seem natural.
Auriez-vous une idée de ce que c'est?
No, but I'm pretty sure it's coming from the old godless ruins upstream. Damn place gives me the creeps.
Je vais enquêter.
Oh, and while you're over there, something's clogging the aqueduct. Assuming you can find whatever's poisoning the water, we still need that aqueduct unblocked to get the water flowing.
merde. Ah mais... Je me suis passé dans un mur. Tout ça parce que...
Next one's mine.
Voilà.
On your right. To your left.
Ah, par contre...
He's so back in the fight. I'm fading.
Check the right.
here.
Stop. That sound. It's drowning my thoughts.
A rat scrabbling in the dust, crawling back to the same ruined trash heap.
No, we know this voice, this presence, sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again.
J'ai vu vos semblables dans d'autres ruines impies. Vous pouvez parler?
This vessel has a mouth. It suits me for the time being.
Alors vous êtes morte ou vivante?
I am beyond such follies. I was burned and rose again. I am Wodika, the Oathbinder, goddess of order, vengeance, and law.
Que voulez-vous?
Too long has this land languished in chaos. Bandits, fugitives, and outcasts squabble in their crude fortresses. This land needs order, purpose.
Vous n'êtes pas en état d'imposer quoi que ce soit et à qui que ce soit.
I do not have to. Not when some remain faithful yet. You are an Idiran, a nation where law and authority brought peace between the warring folk and elves. It is steadfast. Your people understand how to tame what is wild, how to build empire from rubble.
Les terres vivantes lutteront contre le joug.
Yes, and that should concern you. See the destruction at your feet.
No.
This was no happenstance. The groaning of the earth or the lapping tide.
Stop it! Stop her! Silence her! She feeds you poisoned fruit!
Do you think this place was always so grey, with its barren slopes and acid sea?
La guerre est la seule chose qui puisse réduire une région à cela.
Your parasite is to blame. It has destroyed this place before. These hills were once lush, and the people.
She lies. Falsehoods like fangs. She was not there. She did not see.
Assez.
Are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost.
You looked blank, dead in the eyes.
C'était Wodika, ou un morceau d'elle, à l'intérieur de ce maïfloc.
Another god. At least she's not in your head too.
Wodika a parlé d'une invasion prochaine des Aidiran.
I take it this is news to you. Another mess to untangle, after we found the garden.
Well, no shit. You don't need a god to know that. Look at what happened to Fjord. There's nothing else to learn here. Can we go to the garden now? Please.
Voilà du coup.
Stand back.
Oh, pistolet magique.
This workshop was loved once, but it's ruined now. I wonder why.
Attends, je me lance. C'est par là que je dois aller.
The water looks clear now.
On va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. En tout cas, j'espère que la vidéo vous a plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à liker la vidéo. C'est pas déjà fait. À la prochaine.